On today's Tesla Tunity, I'm excited to share with you an installation. RPM Tesla's carbon fiber vinyl. We're going to cover the wood trim as well as the center console. I am not a professional, so I've watched Mark's videos extensively, and I want to give you guys a look at how the everyday Joe is going to be able to install the vinyl trim, and I can promise you that's what I am when it comes to vinyl trim. So let's get started. If we put this down here, you can see some excellent labeling. Try to get the camera to focus on that a little bit better. But direction toward windshield, driver's side. Can't make a mistake here. See that notch cut that they were talking about in their installation video. And then we're going to unroll. Also included in the packaging are some alcohol swabs. So we're going to wipe down the wood trim with that. And then last but not least, the squeegee. We'll see how much we need that. Now right off the bat, I'll tell you, I'm noticing a concern. It is very humid here in Florida, so we are getting some condensation on the wood trim. I don't know if that's going to cause an issue, but we will find out shortly. Alright, so we're going to wipe down the trim. I did the RPM video. I noticed it was definitely a one-person install, so I try my best to make that a reality. Alright, so here we go. Here's the starting point. Again, as we saw in RPM Tesla's video, we want to lay down this corner here first, tack that down, and then slowly move across to the right. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll peel a little bit away. They say the toughest thing to do is make your first spot, right? You want to make that perfect. So tack that first spot down. I can't seem to get it to stick. So far I can say, definitely not quite as easy as they make it look. But that's okay, we'll keep trying. So we'll leave that there, and we will start making our way down to the right. And removing a couple inches at a time as we work. The more you work to the right, the more it has a tendency to want to pull, work its way back up the trim. So I find myself pulling down quite a bit as I work. But slowly but surely we're getting there. Try to go to the other side now. That'll help see. Definitely tricky to get to behind the screen here. All right, let's take a look, see how we did. Not too bad. Good job, RPM Tesla. You know, it takes work. As meticulous as you want to be is as good as this is going to come out. But overall, I'm really satisfied. This really changes the interior of the car, and I think in a positive way. So thanks again, RPM Tesla. All right, guys, now we're back for round two. Let's do the center console area. We get this nice package here. Everything's properly labeled. Again, we've got our squeegee, and we've got one more alcohol swab. So let's see what's in the package. All right, we've got one trapezoid here. Another trapezoid. I noticed actually the labeling is missing. I thought it was there. It's not there, so just make sure we're doing the right things. Also missing, actually, from the video are the handles. No handles on these guys, but apparently the toughest one does have the handles. So we've got the transfer tape, we've got the handles to do the cup holder. So also included is this Model 3 logo. I'm going to leave this off though. I don't want to install that. So I'll just be doing the 3 covers for the center tray area, and let's see what we can do. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So the first step here with the center console, wipe down with our alcohol swab again. Just prepare the area. Now, as RPM Tesla recommended, we'll start with the cup holders, and we'll get going from there. So as I saw them do in their video, they push down on the transfer tape just to make sure it was easy to release. Well, I'll tell you right off the bat, it's definitely as easy to move around as they show, but one problem I've got is a ton of glare doing this in my garage. So it is incredibly hard for me to see if this is lined up where I want it to be. But again, as easy to move around as advertised. I'm looking around on the sides to make sure that I'm not seeing any of the center console. Alright, so we're committed. Pushing down the material. Let's see what happens. And I am way off. Alright. Back it up very carefully here. I don't want to rip anything. End our project pretty quickly. Okay, that looks better now. The back, so honestly it might be easier without that transfer tape, or possibly would recommend doing this out in the sun instead of in your garage, but let's see how that does. And then we'll worry about all the other straight edges after, but if we can get it near the cup holder good, we should be in good shape. You know, I'm not convinced here, actually, that there is enough material around the cup holder, because you can't cover the cup holder area without leaving some center console material exposed as well. So I don't know. back up a little bit here. So for me to make it, I've got to shift to the left, and if I shift to the left, we'll see what happens. We're not covering the cup holder area perfectly anymore. Yeah, I don't know how in their video there's so much extra material to tuck into the cup holder when I'm not even making it to the aluminum edge here. It's a little mind-boggling. So we're not even close. Hey guys, I don't know. I don't think this is cut right. There's just no way that you make this radius here with this product. I think that's going to be the best we're going to do. We just have to work out these bubbles. I can safely say in their video they do make this look easier than it is. That's for sure. Most of you are probably going to be like me. This is going to be a one and done. You're going to install this once and you're going to leave it and you're probably not going to change it, so we aren't going to get the experience of trying this over and over and over again. Nor are we going to have the material to try it over and over again. We're going to get one shot at this thing. I don't know about you guys, I cannot look down at this product every day if it's got a bubble in it, so this has got to work its way to the edge without any bubbles. Same as going around the cup holder. Each time I think I've got it, I get further away on the other side. I guess you could say the part that I don't get is that in the video they're showing tucking extra material. And on my install, I don't even appear to make it on either side, let alone having extra material to tuck in. So I don't know if there's more pulling involved than what I'm doing. So I somehow have too much material here at the back. Meanwhile, if I had moved up more, I would have missed the cup holder completely. As you can see, I don't actually even cover all of the black there, so I don't really know. Product does look nice, I'll give you that, but I don't think it's perfect, and you know, I don't know if I'm just expecting too much. I guess that does it for the cup holder area. How did we do? Let's take a look. So there's a couple It's hard to see, but some of these spots just don't want to work their way out. There's our cup holder area now. I don't know if the camera's really going to show it that well. And again, maybe I'm just expecting too much, but you could see kind of right in here, there is definitely black underneath, but there's just no more material. So there's nothing we can do about that. But otherwise, you know, again, maybe I am just expecting a little bit too much. Looks like we missed here. Tuck that in. Looks like we missed here as well. All right, well, you know what? I'm going to say not bad. The one part that bothers me now is right here more than anything. So we've got some wrinkles, and I don't know if they'll just work their way out over time. But otherwise, you know, not too bad. All right, well, let's see what's next. Again, the pieces here are not labeled, so don't want to come across the wrong way, but it actually is a little bit tricky to figure out which way this stuff goes. I think that's it. We'll remove it from the backing. Should make it easier to tell. It's a little tough because it's not car's yelling at me to close the lid gently. Hold on. It looks like it's cut fine, but as you notice, the white around it is not cut evenly, so it is a little bit tough to identify because it kind of plays an optical illusion. So we'll see. We'll take it off of the backing. We'll see from there what we're working with. So just going like that. That doesn't look right. So let's flip it around. That also doesn't look right. That appears to be upside down. And now I believe we've got it. We'll say another tricky one. Alright, well, I think that's got it for us now. Actually, it should be a breeze from there. Maybe getting the top down first. I know in their video they said not to do that, but it actually looks to have worked. Alright, well, last piece, let's get it done. It's going to go like that. Sure don't make it easy for you to get this done. All right, well, that's it. We've got carbon fiber, and carbon fiber. Not the easiest install, but you know, the results are actually pretty good. I'm a perfectionist. I can't seem to help myself, but some of these little marks, we'll let this go for a little bit, see how it does over time, and I'll report back. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you have a good time with your install. Alright, well, with the carbon fiber trim all done in the car, took it out for the first drive, and unfortunately I just don't think this is for me. As you can see, kind of zoomed in here. Now granted that the camera doesn't show it necessarily as well as what the issue is I'm going to describe for you, but this carbon fiber is a major reflector of sunlight. So you're out driving and you can kind of see as I move the reflection of the sun following me as I go. So that's my first concern with it. The second is more on the door side. You won't see it here in the shot, but if I open the door a bit, you can see in there, it's just, put my finger on it, it's just a little imperfect. Don't get me wrong, it's really good, but it's honestly, it's just not good enough. So that's the cover up on the wood trim. I'm going to back that off. Now for the center console area, I'm going to show you where I have my concerns. Now, same problem, a lot of sun glare reflection, although it's a little bit darker down low in the car. So not as bad there, but a couple of issues. One, got a trouble spot right in there. And the thing is, you might say I'm nitpicking, but the sun hits anywhere where there's an imperfection. So honestly, it just magnifies it and points it back to you. Also, there's a scratch. You can kind of see it right in there. It might be a little hard to see, but that was already scratched when I got it. So again, sun picks that up. I didn't really see it when I was installing in the garage. And then last but not least, down to the cup holder area, and I'm going to show you the problems. So down here, you can see clearly not enough material. That is black on top of the aluminum. So the carbon fiber, not enough there. But the problem is, there's also not enough down here. So I didn't have enough to make it here. If I pulled more here, I wasn't going to make it down here. Then a couple of other issues. This just doesn't seem to tuck in the corner. You know, I put it down, it pops back up. So again, just a couple of eyesores. I can't stop looking at that stuff. And then down here, the last one, you can see there are some of the creases. Again, if I go at an angle, there you go, you'll see some creases in here that don't seem to want to work out. And then last but not least, there's just too much material here as well. It's sitting over the felt. It just doesn't look right. So I hope you guys found the video helpful. I wish you well if this is going to be a modification for you, but I'm going to back this all off and return it back to RPM. Now, they've got an excellent return policy. If the material is sent back to them in the condition with which it was received, they take it back for 100% refund with no restocking fee. So appreciate that. It's a lovely product, don't get me wrong. Maybe a professional installer is a better way to go. Maybe they've got some tips and tricks that I just don't have. But again, you know, if you like it, if it's something that you can live with, go for it. For me, you know, any imperfection, it just catches my eyes right away, and it's just not for me. And I'll do one more final pass here. You can kind of see the sunlight hitting off of the carbon fiber trim. I really liked it in the garage. I was incredibly excited about this enhancement to the car, but as soon as I pulled out into the sunlight, I immediately wanted to rip it back off the car. So again, if it fits for you, if maybe you've got tint in your windshield, or you don't have sun like we have in Florida as bad, this could still be a great upgrade for you. So that's it. That's the carbon fiber dash kit as well as the center console. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel to see more videos like it. If you're buying a Model S or Model X, you can use my referral link to get free supercharging. Please see below in the description.